What's up, you guys, and welcome to Read the Room. My name is Chase the Darkside. Today I'm your host for another JoJolion read through, and this video will be shorter than usual because this chapter only has 38 pages, but I saw that we are starting a new segment, or not new segment, a new arc into the next volume that we're actually going to go into. And I looked at the page count because I saw that it was a new volume, so I was like, all right, let me see how many pages is on that one to see if I could do 2 chapters in this reading right here. I saw how many pages was in that. I was like, yeah, no, this chapter right here is going to be by itself. But the last video, go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. This right here, oh my gosh, I hope some of the stuff I was talking about in the spoiler review, not spoiler review, but in the spoiler chat, kind of moves over into this right here. I don't know. Like I said, go check that out if you haven't already, but don't check it out if this is your first time reading JoJolion. But before we get into it, because I am ready to see the implications of what has happened in the last chapter following into this chapter right here already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if you haven't already, and check out the Patreon. Lowest tiers of $1, you get these pages weeks at a time and unblurred. But with all the shilling out of the way, let's go ahead and get to today's chapter reading, which should be shorter than usual, but we know that I can talk a lot, so we'll see. Chapter 82, Dr. Wu and Awakening 3 Leaves, Part 4. Like I said before in the last chapter, I feel like Dr. Wu really ain't dead, but let's keep going now. All right, well, Dr. Wu Tamaki isn't really dead. All right, so now they made their way into the little locking area. That way they could see all the Rokukas right here, so that way they could potentially bring the fetus back to life. All right, we see Mitsuba and Yasuho breaking in some type of car. I don't know what that is, but let's keep going. The Rokuka. There are people that will pay 200 million yen for one of these, and look how many there are. I never thought there'd be this many. Don't get tempted by that greed now. Be real with me. Be real with me. Comment down below. Would you be tempted by the greed? Tempted. I'm not saying would you do it, but would you like take a second to be like 200 million? Obviously 200 million yen doesn't equate to $200 million in like US dollars. I think it equates to maybe 220 mil. I think like 20,000, something like that, around that number. But well, be real, would you be tempted though? Tempted. All right, just to sell one, you get 20 million off of one. Would you be tempted? Let's keep going though. There's billions of yen worth of these things here. Well, it definitely make us pretty major thieves, but let's take all these and go. Not just the fruit, but the trees along with them. Oh, this is a smart idea. Okay, let's keep going. Well, I didn't think that they would do that. I thought that they would destroy it all. What's all that stuff on the wall? All right, what is this stuff on the wall? Oh wait, he was testing it on rats. Is this place like a laboratory, and where's that branch that was supposedly stolen during the fire? The new Rokuka branch. It doesn't look like it's here. I don't think we'll know for sure until Mamazuka-san takes a look around for it, but I really don't think they have it here. I have to eat one of these right now. I'm not gonna say anything to you, Mitsuba. Okay, I feel I should say this one more time. I want to make sure you understand there's an incalculable risk. Nobody can control which parts get exchanged. It's okay if I just run away from this with the excuse I didn't know. I'll never live it down. I already have feelings of love welling up inside of me. Okay, so I like this development or growth that Mitsuba is having right now, because she's like, yo, like I can't just chalk it up to ignorance and keep myself from being accountable from this whole situation, because it was my vanity, which is what potentially harmed this baby that's inside of me that's growing. I really like this characterization right now that's being given to Mitsuba. I like this. It's making her a very likable character right now, aside from her being very, I don't want to say facetious, but very vain. I'll say that. All right, so now we see Mitsuba grabbing one of the Rokuka. All right, oh, dang, she took a chomp out of that. But wait, what are the rocks? What are these rocks? I see some rocks. All right, maybe, oh, Utsumaki should probably still be inside of her then, I'm assuming. All right, so now we see her biting into the Rokuka. All right, it kind of tastes like a fig, but it's not sweet. It has a bitter taste. There are chairs around it. Wait, can I also mention that this is the first time that we're seeing someone in present tense eating a Rokuka? This is crazy to me. Now we're getting a real life mukbang experience of her eating a Rokuka. All right, there are chairs around. Do you want to lie down? According to the video, it takes 3 minutes 21 seconds for the equivalent exchange to take place. So 120 grams. You need to eat at least 2/3 of one fruit. All right, so now she's eating it. All right, so now Yasuo's looking at the branch. Wait, but now it looks like there's rocks coming from the branch. I don't know. Mitsuba-san, that chewing sound, that jarry graveling sound. Huh? All right, crunch, crunch, crunch. It sounds like there's something hard you're chewing. Something hard. Are these fake Rokuka? Wait. So now we're looking at the Rokuka. We see little gravel coming off of them. Crumble, crumble, crumble. What is happening? Yasuo-san, here, take this. Okay, so now we have an arrow. Huh? All right. Wait, why does she push? Wait. Is Utsumaki using Mitsuba? Because why did she push Yasuo back? Ugh. Oh, and she broke. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah. Yasuo-san. What happened? Are you okay? Mitsuba-san. All right. So now we see that. I guess they left gravel on the Rokuka branches. Well, I mean, Wutamaki left gravel on the Rokuka branches. All right. So now it looks like, oh, those aren't sprinklers. Wait. Yeah, that's not sprinklers. Well, it's a sprinkler system, but it looks like it's only shooting out gravel. What? What were we just talking just now again? Are you okay? Did she lose a part of her brain? Because he said that something small and significant, like a cut on the pinky, could potentially make you lose a part of your brain. All right, don't tell me. Take my hand, Yasuo-san. Can you stand up? Oh, wait. Oh, no, she's about to push the glass right into Yasuo. No. Oh, yeah, that's an ow. That's definitely an ow. You got pushed up into the glass instead of the glass being pushed into you, which is better. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, is it? I don't know. But either way, ouch. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we see the vials getting messed with. Oh, now she's just cut. Oh my gosh, baby girl Yasuo is being damaged. You guys know I do not like that. But she is in the field, so she gotta earn her stripes. All right. Ooh, Tamaki. Oh, yeah. He was inside the Rokuka fruit itself. Fragments of him. Okay, so that's where the gravelly sound was coming from. Okay, Mitsuba-san ate them along with the fruit. I wrapped up the fragments of Wutamaki with tape and threw them out of the building, but he got in through the water pipes. He went through the water out those irrigation sprinklers into the stems of the Rokukas. Mitsuba-san, Wutamaki is inside your body. Yes, Yasuo-san, I know. I realize I'm aware, but Yasuo-san, I can't help sending my arrows out. So you can even control someone's stand when you're inside their body? But isn't that like a mind thing though? Okay, this is getting interesting. All right, stick. Uh-oh, about to send them things flying to Yasuo. All right, these test tubes, this room. Do you have a cold? Did you maybe catch one? If it's the flu, then your throat will turn red and swell up, and you'll have a high temperature. And when it gets aggravated, it could turn to pneumonia. The Rokuka's equivalent exchange is certain to heal any inflammation or lesions, no matter how bad. But the one talking is Wutamaki. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's coming out of her mouth basically. It's just crazy that he could use someone who's a stand user and use their stand ability. This is insane. All right, it will not eliminate the virus itself. All right, shoot, a Rokuka could not cure one of the viruses or germs. A virus is a living thing after all, one with many types and one which grows. If one could use a Rokuka to eliminate a virus itself, it would be even more incredible. This place is a lab where that is researched. All right, shoot, even more arrows. This arrow fight is reminding me of the one in Demon Slayer, which I don't want to compare Demon Slayer, so mid, to JoJo's peak. You know what I'm saying? But this reminded me of the one where they had the little ball or whatever, and they had the arrow, and it was that demon from the first season. Why don't you take a look at all of these? No way, this isn't good. You're right, this is not good, because look at all these viruses behind her, and he was just using all these viruses to test it on those rats. Wutamaki does not fail. By the way, allow me to tell you one more thing. The one who made this lab is that mother doctor who is currently hospitalized here. Wait, did Holly know about the Rokuka? And did she potentially use a Rokuka on herself? Which is why he said a little cut on the pinky could cause some brain equivalent exchanging happening? Huh? What? Holly Kira, she failed in her research of the Rokuka. Wowzers. So Kira and Holly were both keeping the Rokuka a secret from each other when they both knew about it. Wowzers. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so now we see more arrows, and now Yasuo's using that tape. All right, so did you catch the arrow on the tape? How strong is that tape? Stick. All right, so now we're putting the tape on the Mitsuba, and now it looks like that. Oh, she's pushing it out of Mitsuba. Smart. All right. Ooh, look at Paisley Park put the hand on. You can see the skull. This is crazy. The usage of Paisley Park, I like it. I really like it. Like I said, she could become super powerful with the way she uses Paisley Park, as long as she uses it correctly and effectively and imaginative, because we haven't seen no usage like this until this arc right here, when like Yasuo did that thing right there and she saw inside, she saw where the little rock fragments are. Oh, that was hard. That was so hard. Mitsuba-san, please turn your face to the side a bit more. There might be some left. Oh, okay. And now she's gonna use the arrow. One more shot. Okay, I like this right here. So now Yasuo's obviously, you know, getting herself together, but I wonder if she's actually going to have some type of disease from those test tubes with the diseases in them, or viruses, let me say that. All right, watch that you don't get infected, not by Wu's fragments or by the Roka. We need to get out of this room. All right, I can't even enter through your urethras. Huh? Okay. Mitsuba-san, you've got to stand up. When healing by the means of the Rokuka, wait. Oh, I will Tamaki enter the patient's body to protect them. Then the equivalent exchange can happen safely. Otherwise, there is a significant chance that the brain will be affected. It is because of me, Wu Tamaki, that the treatment known as Rokuka is a success. There's a door right next to you. Stand up, Mitsuba-san. We'll run on my signal. All right, so now it looks like the Rokuka are breaking apart, and maybe he's going to try and spark the juices over them? I don't know. All right, but now we see that he's forming back, and now we see those two, Mitsuba and Yasuo, looking back. All right, so now the sprinklers are going off. How about you eat some more? I'll turn these Rokuka into fragments and make you eat them 100 of them. Make you eat 100 of them? Jeez, what will happen if they do that? Like, will their body just like transfigure itself, kind of like how Mahito does and like JJK? I'm about to say Jujutsu Kaisen, but how he does in JJK, or like how when Goku Black and Zamasu fused together and they had that little weird corrupted body. Ugh, is it gonna be like that? Ugh. All right, let's see. But we see that the Rokuka juices are getting on. It looks like it's getting on the Yasuo and Mitsuba. All right, so now Yasuo is guarding. All right, wait. Close your mouth, Mitsuba. Why do you have it open? God. Oh, that boy Josuke came in clutch. Oh, that boy Josuke came in clutch. You know, I want to see Josuke come in clutch. Okay, let's see where this goes. All right, so now we got, I like that still shot of soft and wet in the background, the shadows, with him sending out bubbles. Oh, this is a hard image right here. Yes, sir. Soft and wet. I love it. I live for this. Yasuo-chan, Mitsuba-san, it's good to see you. Oh, look at that boy right there. Josuke, Mamazuka-san. So this is the place. The TG University Hospital. I know I read that all out of order. I didn't know that those panels right under it. The TG University Hospital, huh? Quite a facility of all this just for the Rokuka fruit and for the rock humans. There are all sorts of viruses contaminating this room, and he might still be around in fragment forms in the dirt or in the water. He can make himself into pieces as small as he wants so he can escape. Those sub bubbles I shot out before. Yasuo-chan, they had medical cement mixed into them. It's a type of reinforced cement they use for filling chip bones, end joints, or holes for cavities. Just capturing his head in that should be plenty. Once the cement hardens, it's semi-permanent. It been left out in the other room. Okay, so that boy Josuke, you know, he always coming in clutch somehow. Okay, all right. So now, obviously, Wu Tamaki is being hit with the cement. All right, this is kind of an anticlimactic way to defeat him. Very anticlimactic. Kind of stole the shine away from Yasuo and being able to defeat him. I think, you know, have some little girl power happening in this chapter right here. I mean, I like to see my boy Josuke, but it's kind of anticlimactic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's perfect because, you know, Josuke did the dang thing, but I kind of want to see Yasuo, like, you know, defeat him herself. You get what I'm saying? I mean, defeat him herself. Yeah. All right. Josuke, the Rokuka branch is here somewhere. We need to find it. His name is Utamaki, but the stolen branch, I don't think it's anywhere in this hospital. He doesn't have the branch. All right. So now we go talk about Jobin having it. Okay. Forget this room. We got to get out now or we're going to get infected. All right. So now we see the Rokukas right there. You're right. It's not here. All the Rokuka being grown here are the old type. Oh, wait. Is he actually going to cut the... Oh, smart. He's destroying them all. Okay. I like this right here. Yes. Destroy them all. I like this right here. We're not leaving any stones unturned. Yes. All right. So now we see Wu Tamaki fusing with the cement, and now we see that he's getting locked in there basically forever. So GG's. Now all the Rokuka here are no longer usable. They can be destroyed, but how are you so sure that the branch is not anywhere in this hospital? How is it someone like you could differentiate that branch from other branches? All right. Yasuo-chan, the branch has to be here somewhere. I'm certain I saw an ambulance worker that take the branch during the orchard fire. Yeah, but Wu Tamaki was also looking for the branch. He still hadn't found the new Rokuka branch. He was trying to use Mitsubu-san's body. Even Wu didn't know where the branch is. His plan was to manipulate Mitsubu-san from inside her body in order to investigate the Higashikata estate. All right, so now Josuke is thinking, the Higashikata estate? Why would he be investigating there? The ambulance person has the branch. Wu was one of the men in that ambulance, and Wu didn't take it. Is it possible that someone switched the branches during the fire? Wu Tamaki, who came in the ambulance, and the fleeing poor Tom, and you, Josuke, chasing after him. Maybe all of you wrongly assumed that the branch was the new Rokuka branch, and some other party has switched it with a totally different branch. Some other party? All right, so now they're gonna probably think about Sarugi. All right, so now Ray's thinking, somebody switched the branches? No, there's no way. The branches never left my sight back then. Yasuo-chan, who do you think that might be? Oh, she about to snitch on her? It looks like Wu Tamaki at least had a suspect. All right, Yasuo-san, my equivalent exchange. It's still happening, but thank goodness. Oh, it exchanged with my nose. Dang. So this is really like the Cinderella arc basically. And you know how if the girl that liked Koichi, if she would have chose the wrong face, you know, she would have been stuck with that face forever or whatever, and Koichi wouldn't have, you know, really loved her or whatever. This is reminding me of this, but this is also I would say a deemable punishment for all the things that she's done and what she has almost done, and now what she has to live with basically. And now she won't be as vain as she was before we started this whole arc right here. So I do like this conclusion right here. In exchange for my nose, time until the harvest of the new Rokuka fruit, 10 days. Dang. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about chapter 82. All right, so we just got done reading chapter 82, and I gotta say, this was a pretty good conclusion for this arc. Like I said, I do wish that Yasuo would have handled Uzumaki on her own, because, you know, I do want to see some girl power. I do want to see, you know, Yasuo come into her own as a stand user and really just fend off Uzumaki and defeat him, because I want to see her have a dub. So far, I don't really think Yasuo really has a dub on her own. And it would have been really dope. I mean, technically, she wouldn't really have one on her own with Mitsuba as well. But I mean, she got one with Tsurugi, basically, and she would have had one with Mitsuba. That would have been dope. But, you know, Josuke came in clutch at the end, and he used the cement to permanently fuse Uzumaki together, basically. So, I mean, that was a cool conclusion. Very anticlimactic to me when it comes to the conclusion. But the actual ramifications of Holly-san creating that lab herself, not Uzumaki, Holly creating that lab herself to study the Rokuka. So you're telling me that she was potentially working with Uzumaki, which means that she was potentially working with the rock humans? Were the rock humans ever working on, well, not the rock humans all in total, but was Uzumaki ever trying to work on a cure for Holly? Because he knows that she created the lab. So does Holly know the existence of the rock humans, or was that kept a secret from her as well? Did she just think Uzumaki was a great doctor and not a stand user as well? Does Holly have a stand? So many implications. So many implications. Oh my gosh. Where is this going? Where is this going right now? But the fact that Holly knew about the Rokuka, was studying the Rokuka, and was testing the Rokuka, did she test it on herself and that's how she ended up how she is? Are we gonna have to get that new Rokuka to somehow get her brain back? Because her brain was the thing that was damaged, correct? So how would we do that? What is she gonna exchange? Like, is Josuke gonna sacrifice himself? But then how would the Joestar bloodline continue? I mean, obviously we know it continues because there's a part 9, but how would it continue? Oh, I'm so curious as to what's about to happen right now. Obviously, Uzumaki is defeated, but I want to know what's happening. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. That'd be a spoiler. That'd be a spoiler. It'd be a spoiler because that means that you will know something. But you know, I know something. And like I said, go back to the last video if you haven't seen the spoiler chat. I wonder what's happening with that person right there that I talked about in the spoiler chat. Basically, that's why I'm wondering what has happened to him. What is he doing right now? You get what I'm saying? All right, but man, okay, we're finished and we're about to start a whole new arc. And I saw the name of the upcoming arcs. Oh, it's just about to go down. Oh, it's just about to go down. But make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section down below. I'm glad that we're done with this arc. This arc wasn't too bad. It wasn't boring either. I think that it was a pretty good arc. I'll say that. It was a pretty good arc. I thought that part 2 of JoJolion would have kind of like went down in quality because the narrative of part 1 seemed to be so strong. I'm not saying that every single part was peak of, you know, the first half of JoJolion, but I thought that narratively it would have, you know, kind of fell off on part 2 because I'm like, okay, I feel like it's kind of going everywhere. Like how in the Cell Saga and Dragon Ball Z where, okay, the enemies is the androids. You know, we got Dr. Gero and, you know, 18 or number 19. All right, we defeat them. Okay, who's the next enemy? All right, we got 17 and 18. All right, we defeat them. Who's the next enemy? Cell. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was, I mean, it's kind of like that right now because we're bouncing from enemy to enemy, and that kind of doesn't create for a very strong narrative in my eyes. But it doesn't seem like anyone has a boss and no one really has an alliance with each other. Rather like how in part 1, or in the first half, I mean, of JoJolion, we all knew that they were all working for somebody basically, or we knew that they were underlings, and boom, Tamaki Demo was like the head of all of them. I kind of like that structure a bit more when it comes to the storytelling than this structure right here, because it just feels like, oh, we're just bouncing from enemy to enemy. No one has an alliance, no one has an allegiance. And I do like the fact that we don't have a big boss sending out stand users against the main character, because that's all they do is sit in the background, send them out until the main guy gets in front of the main bad guy. Like I don't like that storytelling either, because that does get boring and monotonous over a lot of parts overall. But I don't know, My feelings should come together a bit more once we finish JoJolion and I do the review video, or at least my impressions of JoJolion. But so far right now, part 2 is second half. I keep saying part 2. That might be confusing to some people. The second half of JoJolion so far, it's all right. I like it so far. I mean, the Dolomite thing was kind of slow, but besides that, I've been liking everything since, mostly. So we'll see where this goes. I really want to see how this ends out though, because like we're like what, 30, 40 chapters. Well, no, we're 30 chapters away, which is crazy to say out loud. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comment section down below. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel and you haven't already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like the video, post notification bell, and check out the Patreon. Lowest tier is $1. You can see pages weeks ahead of time and unblurred. And as usual, JoJolion playlist right here, and JoJolion read through or latest video, whatever is happening on the channel right here. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.